Well, good morning, friends. Today is day 15 of my special series, 35 Years in 35 Days. Yesterday I was talking with you a little bit about filters, the filters that we see ourselves through. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, these are photographic filters of old, a yellow and a red. If you put the yellow one over, see, I'm yellow. And if you put the red one over it, see, I'm red. So, what it tells us is that whatever you're looking through is what you'll see. If you look through the red filter, you'll see things red, and so on and so forth. Well, the same thing holds true for the way we think of things. Maybe you've heard the word worldview before. Well, what is a worldview? It's the way you see the world. And that's influenced by your politics, by your religion, by your gender, by your race, by all the elements that go together that make you uniquely yourself. But there's also another worldview, or a filter as I like to call it, and that's the filter that we see ourselves through. For 35 years I've been working with people, and almost, 80% of them say that they hate to be photographed. Well, why would they hate to be photographed? There's only two possible reasons. One is that they don't like the experience of being photographed, but more likely it's they don't like the results. And the results are oftentimes driven by how we see ourselves. When you look at a photograph of yourself, is it a representation of you that you're really, really pleased with? Does it have the look that you feel confident about? Well, a lot of times the answer is yes when you come to me. But for most people with their snapshots, they have very few pictures of themselves that they like. Why is that? And it's because of that filter again, of the way they see themselves. Let me give you an example. What do you think I would be the most self-conscious about in a portrait of myself? Well, I'll tell you. First of all, the diminishing hair. Okay, that's an Achilles heel for a lot of guys. I ignore it because, hey, you know what? I've earned it, so I don't care. And then bags under the eyes, getting a little heavy in the chin here. All these things. For women, a lot of times it's related to weight. I hear, oh, when I lose 20 pounds. Here's the point. You're perfect just the way you are. And these filters that we see ourselves through, I think a lot of times it's influenced by the culture that we live in. I mean, we're bombarded with images of what the most handsome man is supposed to look like and what the most beautiful women are supposed to look like. That's just a bunch of rubbish. You know what you need to be? You need to be healthy, and you need to be uniquely yourself. That's the truth. You're fine. There's nothing you need to do. I mean, look, we all have personality traits that we can improve on. That's a given. But in terms of the filter that you see yourself through, you're fine just the way you are. You're beautiful, you're genuine, you're a nice person, and you need to believe in that. And that's really the message that I want to share with you today, is you don't have to meet someone else's standard. You don't have to be good enough for someone else. I mean, good enough for who? You have to be good enough for yourself. And that's the secret. You already are. So, share with me. I've pointed out a few things on this mug that I might be insecure about if I were prone to being insecure about it, and I'm not. My question for you is, when you're being photographed, what things are you most self-conscious about? What are you concerned about? There's a lot of things a professional photographer can do to correct those. For example, if you think that you're heavy, we can make you thinner. If you think that your nose is too long, we can make it shorter. There's all sorts of ways in which we can complement your best features and diminish the features that you might be the most insecure about. It's part of what we do. So please, if you're bold enough, if you're brave enough, go ahead, share those things that you're most self-conscious about, and we'll be back tomorrow with another episode. Thanks for joining me.